Oh, wow, my people. Welcome to the next edition of Soft Crackle. Remember that the show continues from where you stopped the last time. That last time it was I and the pastor having the deliberation about my father's sickness. I was agitated that my father might give up the ghost because pastor said God has not spoken to him concerning what to do. Ah, Now, my agitation mounted the more, it arose the more. Because 1 week passed, 2 weeks passed, God hasn't yet spoken to Pastor. Hey, I was wondering what to do, and there was no how to communicate the people in the village to know whether Papa is getting well or getting worse. So, what happened was that one morning I went into pastor's office. The pastor said, "Yes, my brother, God bless you. I forgot to tell you that that thing you said is actually not the real situation. Your father is not really sick. God opened my eyes and I saw something. What will happen is go to village unannounced. You will be surprised with what you will see. Don't tell them they are coming. Just go to your village and see your father and know what is happening." Unknown to everybody, it was only Adolphus that knows what happened. The sickness of my father was actually a ploy in connivance with the village herbalist, because when the fisherman submitted the tokens of atonement, it was my father and the village herbalist that actually did justice to the mastication and enjoyment of the tail. The village herbalist was his very close pal when they were young. So when he did the sacrifice, the sacrifice and then burned the offer, the remaining part of the meat was properly cooked, prepared pepper soup. Him and my father did justice to it. So for them to I have another round of enjoyment, someone has to provide a goat, and it has to be me. Papa will lie down and say he is sick. That means I must provide the next goat for the next pepper soup. That was what happened. So I set out for home without telling anybody. So everybody had pity on my father, but it was only Adolphus. Adolphus want to get his own part of flesh now. I am working against Adolphus. He wants to start fellowship with Ejiro, and now Adolphus has something that he's going to use against us. That is it, oh. But in the meanwhile, before I set out for home, Adesa has started acting drama. He one day went to pastor and told pastor that he wants to get married to someone in the church. So pastor was wondering, who is this person? Adesa now said it is the chorus leader, the chief choir mistress. It is that person that he wants to. Pastor became surprised. I said, "Do you know what you are talking about? That lady is a bank manager. You are a common gate man." And I said, "Pastor, but you are the one that normally says that our faith can move mountain. And there's nothing that God cannot do. Is God not capable of making me marry Florence, the choir leader?" Hey, Pastor mind God, he became shocked. I said, "Yeah, Pastor's okay. Hey. I forgot to tell you, what will happen is that, we have new members. What will happen now is that we want to empower you, You either go and look for what to learn, so that when you finish learning it, we will empower you so that you won't be the gatekeeper again." Adesa now became angry. Is it because I want to marry someone? Don't worry, I love my pastor. Pastor said no. In pastor's mind, he knew very well that it was because he is the one that normally opens the gate for the choir mistress. So he's seeing her every day, is making her have hope, making him have hope. You understand? So And the son now became angry. He was now contemplating, is he to run away or to stay? If he runs away, no choir mistress for him. If he stays, the probability that God might perform that miracle is still there. You understand? And the son now said he would choose between vulcanizer or a welder. That was where they had the discussion. Pastor said, okay, go and brood over it very well, because if you start, you will not in any way change your mind. Remember that we are going to pay for you for this trade you want to learn now. Okay, oh, that was how I set out for home now. When I was very close to the village, I saw an uproar. Look at Ahithophel on top of avocado pear, yelling, God, if you exist, I must see you. Because Zacchaeus climbed the sycamore tree, and that was how he was able to see Jesus. Jesus, if you exist, now that I'm on top of this avocado, appear, let me see you. People were begging him. He has been there since more than 4 hours. People were begging him. It was not like that. What happened in the Bible was that there was crowd, and Zacchaeus could not see Jesus because he was short. And the son said it's the same thing. No, there are many people in my village. That is why I cannot see Jesus. I want to see him now that I'm on top of this. Hey, wahala. That was how they begged. I now came close and said, Ahithophel, no, you are getting it wrong. If you want to see Jesus now, you can even close your eyes and see him when you are sitting down. He said, is it possible like that? I said, yes, just come down. If you meditate very well, you will see Jesus. He said, okay, he didn't know that it was that way. Okay, he will come down and meditate now. I said, okay, please come down. He came down and said, okay, sit down there, don't go anywhere. Just close your eyes and be meditating. Jesus will appear to you. You will see him with your spiritual eyes. And the son sat down. That was how the whole village went their way. I said, this man, your stupidity hasn't reached when it will stop. Now, I got to the compound. Yeah, they now said, welcome. Are you now back with the 200,000? I said, 200,000? Are you still talking about the atonement? They said, yes. In fact, they were talking with every boldness. I said, is Papa still sick? They said, can't you see he's lying down? It was then I looked for Ejiro. Ejiro was nowhere to be found. I said, what kind of stupid girl is this? My father is sick and you disappeared when you are the only one around. Yeah? I didn't know that Ejiro has become very weak and sick and tired of this kind of sickness. So that does not even allow anybody to do anything for preparing food for the man. Yeah? Luckily for me, I knew where to find Ejiro, so I set out. Yeah? To the village square where Adolphus is, where his workshop is. I didn't follow the main entrance because I knew something must be fishy. They want to start having fellowship, I knew. So I followed the back way. If you see what I saw, Ejiro was sitting down and they were doing mini more. You see what they are doing? You cannot touch my shoulder. You cannot touch my eye. You cannot touch my... I said, wait, this small girl? That was what they were doing. No, you cannot... You know what they do now? What pissed me off the most was when they said you cannot touch my lips, and I just for stupidly kissed my little cousin. Hey! I said, oh, Bokopo Mio. Stop that! Adolfo said, Car, you think I don't know? You think you will make me to fear you? See, you and your father, you people are the same. I am doing something wrong, you people are doing something wrong. Your father is not sick. I know what happened. I caught him when he was eating with the village herbalist. You know, it is their plan. Go and ask him. He even knows that I know. So, you people, you cannot stop me now. Ejiro is my person I want to marry. Hey! I didn't know what to do. I said, okay, now, Ejiro, oh yeah, go home. And that was, he had some atom of respect. He now stood up and moved. I started going home. And Dofus now said, well, you know you're not in the village. I will always have my way when you go. So I won't bother. I now thought about what to do. I said, okay, you think you will always have your way? Don't worry. I said I will surprise you. Now, I told Ejiro, you know what happened? You are following me to the city. My people, guess what happened? In the next episode, you will find out. Oh, wow, we return. Bye bye now.